right. So good morning, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful night's rest. And again, we've been giving this blessing of a beautiful new day. And as you can see, I've changed a bit of the background. Worked very hard last night. Changed everything, put the tree here, put a big one up there. No, just kidding. I just moved to a more comfortable place. My wife did some videos yesterday. This morning I posted it up on Facebook, and she was asked to make a few videos for a company, and just what positives do we see out of COVID-19, and it got me thinking that we are so focused on the negatives and how can we fix it. Instead of just focusing on what is going right, what is actually happening with us at the moment. And this is a whole learning process of new things that's happening to us. And the thing is, my whole theme is about setting a growth mindset instead of having a fixed mindset. It's becoming free to become your true version of yourself without any resistance. To become your true self. When we were children, we just played. We didn't ask questions. We played with everybody, and we just had fun. With no care in the world. Now that we're adults, we have debt, we have problems, we have COVID-19. There's so many things. Everybody's got a story to tell. Now, again, I just want to say good morning to everybody that's here. Pieter, goeiemôre. Bokkie, baie dankie dat jy vir my help daar van jou kant af. Everybody that's online this morning, before I start, there's a little button here. It's got a love button, a little heart. Please press that love button about 10 times for me if you can. This helps us get a better rating on Facebook, and the message of love gets shared all across the world. And this is my calling, is to help people to become the best versions of themselves. Saying that, for those who don't know me, my name is Coach-Jurie. I'm a transformation coach, and our company is called the Chrysalis Code Transformation Coaching, and we help people transform their lives to become their true versions and not to be stuck where they are. So this morning, what I want to discuss as I'm going on is about changing your mindset during this process and the challenges that we have. I want to give you 9 self-awareness exercises to get to know your personality. It's a very interesting topic because, we don't normally stop and listen and reflect back. So this is a good time to do that. Now it says here, psychologists say that the nature of one's personality is determined by the nature of the hurt they experienced in early childhood. Now, people carry those hurts with them for the rest of their lives. And, it affects them and it becomes their personality. Your personality is a collection of patterns. And these patterns include your thoughts, your beliefs, your worldviews, feelings, your habits, and your behaviors. Our experiences and environment, they condition these patterns into us, especially from the age of 0 to 7, because as a child we just take everything as truth. There's no gray area. It's right or wrong, and we just take everything in. That's why they say be careful what you tell a child, because the child will take it as if it's truth, whether if it's right or wrong. So most of these patterns lie below the surface of our awareness, and we call that our subconscious mind. By getting to know your personality, we bring these patterns into our consciousness, our conscious mind, and increasing our self-awareness. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you 9 self-awareness exercises to get to know your personality. First one is value your assessment. So one of the first things that we do is in our transformation coaching process is we go through a value process to see what is important for you in your life and what is not. But we focus more on the positive side. The second thing that we do is we have self-reflection. And why do we want a self-reflection? What we do is we take time each day or in the evening to reflect on your behaviors for the day. And how do you perceive yourself? It's basically looking back, taking a camera and replaying that video of the day. How do others perceive you? And what can I learn from observing my behavior for today? You've got to make some time during the day and get quiet and look back and reflect. And that's where you write in your diary. This is what happened today. This is how it affected me. So the self-reflection helps with getting to know your personality. A third thing that we do is personal values. As I discussed in the beginning, core values answer the question, what's most important to me? When you become aware of your personal values, you can evaluate if you're living in accordance with them. Are you living what you're actually looking to do? Because many of us want to live the life where you want to live those values, but there's a gap between that. And to get there, you need to take certain steps and certain actions. The fourth thing is personal vision. Now they say willpower, you can do a lot of things with willpower. And about 3% of the total population can decide on something and just do it with pure willpower. I used to smoke, and it was just one day I decided, nope, I'm not going to smoke anymore, and I just stopped smoking. And that was willpower. So every day when I smell a cigarette, the thought comes up, but I have to decide not to do it, and that is done by pure willpower. For me, why I want to talk about the vision is vision doesn't need willpower. Your vision is something that's out there that you can achieve. Now, how many of you do have a vision? We have an ideal future of ourselves that we see ourselves in, and this future self is our realized, it self-realizes our initial potential. So Maslow found that self-actualization individuals all have a sense of destiny, and you got to invest time to clarify your personal visions for the future. And we do this with our personal coaching. When you come to our coaching sessions, we help you set a vision for your life, and you actually replay that every day. How can a perfect day be? What is my vision when I wake up in the morning? My whole process for the day, how would a perfect day look like? And if I could have this day over and over, and in detail, because a vision is like you can see it clearly. It's not just a word, it's actually a whole process of doing this and living that vision every morning. Another thing that you can do for your personalization is journaling, and I do this every day. Capture your inner thoughts and your feelings in a journal, and it helps us to objectify them, to stand back, and when you read what you've written, you actually start noticing what you've done for the day. Then you become consciously aware. It does help. A personal narrative. This is the other point that I want to make this morning, is your life story is a fundamental component of your personality. Psychologist Dan McAdams says, the story we tell ourselves about our lives don't just shape our personalities. They are your personality. Our behaviors, our habits, they become our personality. So if you are not happy with being angry, if you don't like being moody all day, you don't like having anxiety or depression, if you are stuck in these negative vibrations, they become your personality. So, and we can help you with that, to go to the root cause of these negative emotions and beliefs, to remove them, to make you become the version that you are supposed to be. Another one is inner work. We call it inner conflict. It basically quiets the mind. And we are complex creatures with opposing tensions within us. For every aspect of our character, we identify with an opposing quality, and it lives within our unconscious mind, our subconscious mind. Now, inner conflict work seeks to bring those opposing qualities to light so they won't influence our behavior. And this is why it's one of our most best therapies that we can use, or the tools that we have, is to do the inner conflict workshop. Well, not a workshop, it's a session. And you remove those inner tensions that you have. One side wants to do this and the other side wants to do that. But you never decide to do something. You are stuck with those indecisions because of the inner conflict. And then also inner dialogue. Within our minds is a family of inner voices, our sub-personalities, with their thoughts, their feelings, and their behaviors. Now, dialoguing with these characters out loud in a journal helps us develop our self-awareness of our emotional terrain. You guys, as you can notice, it's a lot about taking the time, becoming quiet, and journaling, or putting it down on a video, or talking about it out loud. And that's becoming consciously aware of what's happening inside. And then one of the last points that I want to mention is observe others. We are all more alike than we are different, but we don't realize that. And in observing other people, we can often learn a great deal about our behaviors. Okay, so I used to like going to places and just sit down and watch people as they come down escalators, and you can see people's behaviors, how they act when they see other people. All of these activities and processes help you get to know your personality. And it helps improving your interpersonal intelligence and builds your self-awareness. So, everybody that was here this morning, I want to say thank you so much for coming up live. I battled this morning to get my computer going. Don't know why. I'll keep sticking to this format. But tomorrow what I want to do is I want to talk about steps to discover your personal core values. So if you want to do the exercise tomorrow, please join me at 10 o'clock, and we're going to find out what is my core values and if I'm aligned to it, and how can I change them to make it work for me. Everybody, thank you so much for coming up. I really appreciate it. We'll see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you. Stay safe and share the love to everybody that you meet today. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.